How's she going right there, eh? It's Denis here from Denis Logie Outdoors. Back up the woodlot, working on the log cabin. Just going to give a quick little update. I was up here last night. So I did some milling and I gotten this little wall cube, I guess, formed up. So this is going to be like a 6-inch wall all the way around the outside for the future fireplace in the log cabin. So that's 6 inches all the way around. I think it's about 17 inches high. And so I'm hoping next weekend I'll come up here, and if the weather's good, I will make some concrete and pour this cube all the way around. And then once that hardens, I'll take all this apart, and then the inside will be filled in with dirt and gravel. And then there will be a 3-inch pad all the way across the top. And these rebars here, they'll be bent in towards the pad. And I'll get some more rebar and tie it all in that 3 to 4 inch top pad. And I do have to go get some more L rebar, so I'll put 2 rows all the way around and tie it into these rebars that I have coming up, and that should work out pretty good, I hope. So that's the plan. I'm hoping to get that done next week, but it is tomorrow is the first day of archery season for deer. So usually I take a few days and I'll work on that. So that'll put me back a little bit. You can see I got this all, it doesn't look that great from the outside, but it's all just kind of screwed together to hold everything kind of square and plumb. And try to get the top all level all the way around, and that should work out all right, I hope. Like I said, hopefully I'll get at that next week, if not the week after. My plan is I'm hoping that when I get this poured and then it hardens nicely, then I'll put the dirt on the inside, and then hopefully have a couple nice days so that I don't get any rain, and get some water in this box before I get to pour the concrete pad on the top. And then as you can see, the other rods on the other outside, the thread rod, the gray ones here, that's where the girder beams are going to go. So there's a girder right there on the sawhorse. So I'll cut that, lap joint it like I was saying before, drill 3/4 inch holes so that I can screw that in. And then I had to move this girder beam out of the way while I was working on this form, and then I'll do the same with this girder beam, get it at the right elevation, drilled, anchored, and after that I will start working on the putting the floor joists in. I kind of had to switch gears. I didn't want to work on the floor joists on this end and then try to build this box and then get the concrete in. So that's kind of the push now before the weather gets really bad, is to get this concrete pad cube, I guess, all poured, placed, and then I'm done for the winter, hopefully with that. Just let it harden and cure for a few months, and then, like I said, I'll work on the floor joists. I have some floor joists already milled. So these are 3 inches by 8 inches deep, and these ones were just kind of the leftover, so there's a bit of wane on some of them. So I'm going to cut and splice these, or piece them out for the short ones that I need at the close to the fireplace. And they are heavy. I had to use the tractor to get them over here. Yeah, so once I get the girders all straightened out and then my sills, these sill logs, before I start cutting the pockets in, I have to block them all nicely. I have to square both of these sill logs to each other, and then I have to drill down through these sill logs. So I got to get an extension welded onto my 3/4 inch bit. I'll do that at the house, weld a section on there, and then I'll drill right through here at each spot, mark it, and then, like I said, I have an anchor that has to drill, 1/2 inch anchor that drills into the concrete. And once I get these sill logs all straightened out and squared up and anchored, then I'll start working on the floor joists. So maybe when I'm done pouring these this cube, I'll go and I got to cut some more trees down, some logs, get some logs so I can make some floor joists, and then I'll pile them up here, and yeah, and kind of let them dry out a little bit. Right in through there, that's where the mill is. I got a mess of slab wood I got to work on. Yeah, I'm just gonna head over to the mill site. You see all the leaves are starting to turn. It's a little breezy today. Yeah, like I said, I got a pile of slab wood. Now I got to clean up. And I said earlier that I was going to not do this anymore. I was going to build a rack and cut it as I went. But I just wanted to hurry up and get those sill logs so I can kind of get that situated and figured out what I was going to do. So got a few boards. I've been kind of stockpiling the boards that I have to cut the wane off. So usually what I'll do is I'll take 3 or 4 of them at a time, stand them up vertically, and then cut the bark off, and then flip it over and try to get as many boards as I can. That's what I did with those long boards there. I think they're probably 10, 11 inches wide by 1 inch thick by 25 feet long. They're actually way too big. I'll have to cut them back. And so I do also, the plan is I want to keep filling this spot in, level it so I can put some blocking like I have over there. And as soon as I mill some boards off of this, usually put it on the tractor and then bring it over and stockpile it. And then eventually I have that big cargo trailer. It's actually way over there. You can just barely see it on the other side of the, there it is, way over there. So my plan is I'm going to haul that over here so I can start. I'll have that backed in right in here somewhere, and then I can stockpile some wood in some equipment and get it out of the weather. Anyhow, that's a lot of plans. Don't have the time. That's the problem. And there's my cedar pile. So I really like to, once I get that base all level and the floor joists in, get a few subfloor, or like some boards down for the subfloor. And that's the plan. Usually what I do is I mill some of the bigger timbers, and to get that to the right dimension, you have to make some boards or 2x4s and stuff. So that's the plan. Mill, get the right dimension, set the boards aside, get it to whatever, mill the boards to whatever width you want, stockpile them, continue, get some more logs, and then when I need some boards, they're already sitting there kind of stockpiled waiting. Anyhow, that's it for now. So if you could like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?